Ladies and gentlemen, one and all, we're live now because who knows what's happening with any of this. And we're playing custom shenanigans because one of the teams is half an hour late.
And it really do be like that sometime. This is Banging My Drums, that Dan guy, and Stupid Head come to bring you a wonderful, exciting installment of Black Division play from the Find Me Off Overwatch League. Tonight's teams that will eventually face off at some point will be the Backdoor Sliders and the Revengers. Because we don't have much to do until the game actually starts, we're going to play some Anna Paintball.
Make me red.
I am astoundingly here for some Anna Paintball. You know,
you guys are still spectators.
No, I want to play, dude. Put me in.
Make me red.
Put me in.
Red.
Okay, calm down, calm down.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I got a style on Chocote. Let's go. Come on. Now, for those of you that...
This is a preset I just randomly grabbed from a random workshop game.
No, love it. This is a good one.
Yeah.
I recognize it.
It's a pretty quality code right here, I gotta say.
Whew. Oh, I forgot to change my video settings. Don't kill the streamer. Fuck off, Arrow! No.
Oh man, you see, right now Lindamood having a bit of a field day here, getting the sleeps off. Well, realistically, it's just you follow around whoever. It was definitely you can tell who are the actual Ana players and who are just using all their cooldowns as hard as they possibly can.
You know, sometimes it works out in your favor, though.
Absolutely. You just spam the sleep button until you hit somebody.
Yeah. Makes
And I want to see, Chakotay and Minoru pretty much running away with this one.
As I would expect. Two of the best Ana players in the league. Arrow's probably just screwing around. Honestly, I would love to see this lobby with Arrow tryharding.
Yeah, I was gonna say Arrow's not really trying, but him and Censored and Minoru should theoretically be the top three if they were trying. But Arrow's really just here for a good time, not a long time.
Chocote and I used to play this all the time, aka Censored, for those unaware. When we used to duo a lot last season. And he would consistently roll me. So he played pretty well. I mean, I do not say this as any judge of his play. He's much better than I am at every role. But he played well on every role in a team scenario last season. So I'm curious what they will put him on. Does anyone happen to know what his draft pick was?
I think he was drafted pretty high. I think it was second round. And I would assume tank.
Perhaps. Tanks were in short supply this season, I feel like.
Especially because I saw him last season and I know what he can do. And I know they also have Samdawam on the Revengers. And Samdawam primarily signed up as a support. I mean, and they have Arrow as well. So they don't necessarily need to put Censored on support. They can put him on tank and have him and Omnilus, and that would be a scary tank line.
Absolutely. Hi, Will.
And
I didn't know melee works. Oh, I'm so happy to find out that melee works in this code, Jonah.
Oh, I didn't know that melee worked in this
code. Yeah, it does.
Oh, well, there you go. You can just, if you're sneaky enough, you can just walk up and punch somebody in the back of the head and they die. Yes. There it is. We'll get Minoru with a little donkey punch action.
Whew!
Just a big, hot donkey punch right to the face.
Hi, Will. Will, bounce with me. Oh, no!
Will said, no bounce, only kill.
I had to hunt a Omnilus.
Were you successful?
Yes.
Samdawam managed to sleep nobody, which is very strange. I just saw that in the kill feed and I was confused. Oh, Zolov just got online, so that's cool. So we might actually be able to get started fairly soon here.
Woo! Heck you will. Oh no!
Censored has an exactly 2-to-1 KD ratio right now. 34 limbs, 17 deaths. Okay, now it's 18, but still, almost 2-to-1. That's pretty impressive for Anna Paintball, which is usually just kind of a clusterfuck, all things considered.
Oh god. Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Have you tried streaming since you have moved?
Oh no, I have not, and I will not.
I thought you did last
My
season.
internet is
And
VPED.
we have a Zoloft here, so I'm gonna put Zoloft in the game now, just for giggles.
Heck yeah.
Wait.
And we technically have 12 here, so
Wait, but
we have 11
we
here.
actually have
so-
11 because Dan is not.
Hello. Tis I.
But we're moving people back to their respective teams so we can actually play this game. Because, you know, I'm sure people do want to play it at some point. And if I could also remember who's on what team, that would be great. Because I think we're only missing perhaps one member of Backdoor Sliders, which would be Wubs. Yeah, because Censored, Arrow, Omnilus. Alright, so we're going to move Juice over here because I don't know where he belongs. I know. Oh, that's right. Minoru goes on the Backdoor Sliders. That was why I was confused. I'm just going to aimlessly move people around until somebody tells me not to. This looks like roughly a lineup anyway. But hey. Oh yeah, Juice was subbing for Shushi. That's what it was. Because Shushi could not be here tonight for the Revengers. So yeah, at this point, it looks like we're only missing Wubs. We've got Zoloft, we've got Minoru, we've got Fox, we've got Wipes, we've got Keegan. And I guess we're gonna have to see what map gets picked first, but
Indeed.
the Wubby boy is probably gonna have to be here before we get that information.
Can you not access graphics settings from this?
From a custom game? No, I don't think you can without leaving the custom game, which is kind of sad, honestly.
Well, I will be right back. Can somebody help Arrow / take over helping him? So that I
Help
can
him with what?
do stream things. Help him help game make happen. He's asking me
Yeah.
questions about map picks and lineups and shit.
Where
Yeah,
is he?
tell
asking
him-
you that?
just
Is
tell
that
him-
In
just tell him
DMs.
to-
No, please, can someone
Oh.
else contact him? Thank you.
I will DM him since I'm running the game.
Yeah.
I can just make that happen. All right, and once I remember who's on what team here, because I keep putting people on the incorrect teams. And eventually I will get it right. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Arrow giving me his lineup, so it's going to be Censored and Omnilus on tanks, which I more or less expected.
That's exciting
And
to me.
That's going to be a scary tank lineup. We've got Juice and Lindamood on DPS, and Sam Dwam and Arrow on support. That is a scary lineup to deal with, in my opinion.
I'm especially interested to see Sam Dwam on support this season. I know I've played a fair bit of just ladder games with him on Ana and Brig Lucio, and he's always surprised me because I know him and I know he's made his reputation in the league playing in the DPS category. So it's so much fun to me to see like this season. I feel like is a little more relaxed, especially in the upper division, just because I think people are just having a little more fun with it.
Absolutely, and there's a decent amount of flexibility on that team where, you know, they can put Censored on support and put Sam Dwam on tank with Omnilus. I mean, those are two guys who have played together a crap ton, probably more than anyone has played together on any particular team. And just because they're in that same other Discord together, the No Mercy Discord, so I mean, they have so much time together.
Still is week 1 though, so I'll be curious. This is probably going to be a pretty good show of how much team chemistry has already been built. I am curious. I've seen Minoru on a fair bit. I've seen Fox on less than I might have expected. For those that are unaware, I live with him. But he has not been playing as much Overwatch as I might have thought. Usually he's pretty hyped up at the beginning of the season and in with the team all the time. So I'll be curious how many games they have gotten together.
Yeah, and then on the backdoor sliders, it looks like Wubbs is actually not going to make it, at least for the first map here.
R.I.P.
Because
Wubbs.
R.I.P. Wubbs. So I mean, that's a big subtraction. And they have Hotel Daraj, who is a solid newcomer to the league. He's solid plat tank. Definitely also plays a bit of DPS as well. Also in the high plat. So just kind of waiting on Mr. Keegan to tell me what the tanks and lineup and everything is going to be, and we can get things rolling here. I think they might also be figuring out the coin flip scenario here. Arrow already flipped a coin, it looks like. It happened within the last 5 minutes, so just gonna wait for all that to get sorted out. And while we're doing that, also want to mention, if you haven't already, check out the league's official, unofficial sponsor, Brondo, the Thirst Mutilator. It's what plants crave.
Don't do that, actually. I don't know if that thing is safe to ingest. We've seen what it does.
I mean, listen. It's what plants crave, okay? It is the mutilator of thirst.
So I've heard. So I have heard. Well, the preemptive R from Arrow. Looks like things might be underway here shortly.
Keegan has not given me any lineups yet, so we will...
Oh.
And Fox is peeing, so...
No, I can 100% confirm that Fox is peeing. If I had a longer aux cable, I could walk the microphone to the bathroom door.
Please don't.
Please do. Let's hear that chicken frying.
Oh my gosh. Starting things off fast and loose here tonight. What else are you going to do during a break but tell stories about those involved?
Well, it sounds like Wubbs may actually be joining us shortly here, so...
Awesome. And I apologize. Arrow did say he was not worried about any sort of delay of game penalty or anything like
that's
that.
Good.
Happy to wait until, if we've passed the possible agreed upon start time, then maybe we'll bring it back up, but...
Apparently, Keegan sent the lineups to Arrow instead of me. He's like, "Excuse me, sir. Look at the crowd. Look with your special eyes."
Did he send any of the secret strats?
No, he just sent the lineup, which Arrow would have seen that anyway.
I could just see them typing all that out, being like, "All right, guys, here's the plan. Here's the plan, folks. Just listen up. I got the perfect strategy. Just look in the. Oh, it's Arrow. Oh no, what have I done? That's mind games. No. That's just mind games, right? At that point, you're just trying to make something go on such that well, now Arrow's got to play the game of, do I trust that was serious? Was it a joke? What happens if it's a joke?
So Wubbs is on his way. Apparently, Arrow is willing to wait. So we have until 9:30 Eastern time for those of us in the correct time zone.
No, that's CT. Correct time. Sorry, had to get that in there.
No, just it's EST for everyone's super time. I don't know. That wasn't very well thought out, or at all, really. For being honest,
you committed though. I respect it.
Everyone was a good start, but then the S is what gets you the.
It's like fuck standard. How do I readjust that?
How do I not make this? How do I say a
acronym.
different word than standard? Because standard is an easy word there.
Well, it technically right now would actually be EDT because we're still in
right.
daylight savings. It would be Eastern Daylight Time. So that acronym is actually worse. And now I don't know what to do with it. So here we are.
Thank you for tuning into this rousing commentary this evening, folks. This has been PMA OWL. We'll see you back here on Friday night.
when 2 out of the 3 of us in the casting booth will be playing.
Yeah, I've
game.
actually I will have played with everyone in the casting booth in a league match this week.
I guess that's true.
We did
How about
see
that?
the
Because I casted that game on Monday night.
Oh yeah. We've all been in the same games.
Wild.
We did
Look
have
at us.
5-course feed versus Attack of the Billy on Monday night featuring McStupidhead. Last
me.
evening was the Attack on Michael versus Unagreeable Mauve, which I actually do not know the outcome of.
I don't either because it was not streamed,
Well,
sadly.
you know, if you do ! standings in the chat, I believe it has been updated such that there are current stats for each team here. So Attack on Michael would be...
Oh, Attack on Michael won. It was a 3-1 victory over Unagreeable Mauve. So Flame Chaser and Co. once again coming out strong. He's 2 for 2 with strong starts on the season.
And just for damn, somebody just dumped a whole bunch of points into the prediction chat. Who was getting here earlier, buying them 10 at a time. Just so you know, if you want to bet points, you can predict with a custom amount instead of 10 at a time. Because it's very slow to do that.
Oh no. No.
I actually didn't know that either, to be honest.
Has some poor soul been out here
playing
Cookie Clicker?
And I watched like it go from 10 to 200 before I dropped 4,000 into the other team.
Hey, who has?
And
Wait, no.
somebody else-
It should say who has the once the prediction triggers, it will say who has the highest donated. I would imagine we won't have an answer.
No, I'm looking at it now. The Revengers has 79% of it at 14.8k, and there's only 2 of us who have put anything in. This is whoever it was figured it out actually on their own.
Hey, Jonah, pick a number between 1 and 10.
5.
All right. I'll put in a whopping 10 channel points on backdoor sliders then.
I
to
just
help swing things.
I also just swung the wager here a little with a nice.
Jeez, you just dropped 7k channel points in there.
No, sir, I dropped 69 channel points.
This is inside baseball.
So Backdoor Sliders is the favored team by the casters, I guess, because the three people who put points on that side have been the casters.
Well, it'll be a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for us to all look like absolute fools when the Revengers come out here and clap backdoor sliders.
I will regret nothing because I bet 69 channel points, and I have enough that I could do it again.
I threw 4k in when somebody was at 200, so I thought I was being nice. And now they threw in 14.8k, so I think all their points. So no longer feels like I was nice.
Well, you have done a fair bit of channel point gambling in this chat, have you not?
Yeah, I won 19,000 at one point.
And just want to remind folks as well, since we're on the subject of channel points and such, it's September. Subscriptions are 20% off. So if you haven't yet subbed to the PMA Owl, please consider it. We want to continue using all the money, the very small amount of money that we actually get from Twitch to donate to some nice charities and help make the streams look pretty and all that fun stuff that everyone likes to see. Maybe buy Banging My Drums a beer.
If I'm not mistaken, this season there have actually been considerations as part of deciding to host it that we would be making some donations to appropriate charities for those affected by some of the malicious conduct of Blizzard in the past.
I do believe that as well, and I'm excited. I know the league leadership has been very diligently working on which charities they will donate to, and I'm sure we will be hearing more about that in the coming weeks in the Discord. So if you are part of the PML Discord, pay attention there, and maybe, who knows, maybe just bug Fox in, like, hey, remember that thing? We should do that. It'll be fun. But meanwhile, Wubs is here. He has subbed in for Keegan. And we are going to see if we have the R's. We've got the R from Wubs. We know Arrow's ready. I'm just going to go ahead and we're gonna do this damn thing.
And away we go.
Bosun. And we're going to start with City Center. So here, I don't know if we're going to see Dive or Brawl. It's hard to say because both work really well on this map. And especially with us seeing the higher level play at work here, Dive is much more likely. I feel like in the lower division, you don't see as many teams running Dive just because it's a bit trickier to run and requires a ton of coordination.
Well, Jonah, we haven't even had a match yet.
We haven't. That's true. Oh, look at this.
Oh.
And I said Dive and Brawl, and we've got kind of both actually on either side of the map here. We've got the backdoor sliders running Brawl. Oh, sorry, running Dive, and you've got the Revengers running a hard Brawl with McCree Bastion.
Chakotay got me with the.
Oh no, Lindamood is going Hanzo. I forgot. Lindamood doesn't actually do that. But here we go. We've got competing comp types. Wubs on his classic Genji, so we're going to love to see that. And here we go. The fight is underway. Omnilus rather, swinging hard into the dive of Wipes and Hotel Daraj. And teams just kind of posturing for right now. Omnilus gets purple. He has to back out. In jumps Hotel Daraj, and he is going to get bullied hard. And down he goes. Wubs getting taken out by Juice as well. Omnilus is going to demech Wipes, and he is not long for this world. Wubs gets rezzed. But all he is really going to be able to do is get out there. He's getting bullied by Samduam, and he is down with some help from Lindamood.
Omnilus went for Minoru in the very, very back and got slept and walked away from.
To be fair, if you're Omnilus and you see Minoru by himself, you're kind of obligated to.
Yeah. That worked out for both of them just fine. It was just funny watching him alone in their. Like everyone was dead. He wasn't any risk. But he was just sitting there.
And here we go. Hotel Daraj and company back at it again. Juice is going to be falling to Wubs this time. Omnilus swinging away on the high ground there. Wubs goes down to a nade from Arrow. Lindamood's going to finish off Hotel Daraj. The res comes out, and once again, Wubs will get res. Samduam getting taken up by Minoru. And so Omnilus and company just trying to hang on. Minoru getting another kill credit there. Omnilus going to pop the shatter. Gets Wubs and Wipes in that. And Wipes once again getting demeched and taken out of the fight. Arrow is out now as well. But the pick still in favor of the Revengers here as Omnilus and Censored just posturing on point. Fox trying to get some traction here for his team, but not doing much. Juice and Fox getting traded out there as Hotel Daraj jumps back in. Then the blade comes out. It's not nanoed. But, oh no, it is nanoed, I'm sorry. And we see Wubs getting two there.
The
and
monkey got
the
nanoed.
point. Oh, the monkey got nanoed.
Nano monkey. Nano primal monkey. So a little bit of a miscommunication, but you know, Hotel got the job done.
It might have been a wrong person got nano kind of thing.
You hate to see it.
That.
And as you can see now, really the only ult on the side of backdoor sliders is Valk. They're going to have bomb fairly soon, but right now, if you're the Revengers, you have 4 ults online basically here. You have Rally to engage, you have your DPS ults to choose from, and you have Grab. So their win condition here is pretty solid as long as Censored doesn't get his grab eaten. Ooh, and Wubs getting taken out early. The high noon coming out from Juice. He's going to wait up the DM, and down goes Zoloft. Wipes will also get demeched there by Censored. And a solid retake here for the Revengers as Arrow and company win that fight decisively using only 2 ults. And now Omnilus almost has Shatter.
How did they let Minoru get out of that? I was not watching, but I could just see the outline. There is no way that Juice should not have killed there. I just based on what I can see from my angle. That's insane.
Honestly, it's wow, a shatter from Omnilus coming in here, but Wubs swapping to the Widow now gets Lindamood, and he's just kind of alone on high ground as there's no one who can really contest that directly. But in the meantime here, time is ticking down. Hotel Daraj gets slept. Minoru swapping to the Lucio gets taken out of the fight. Hotel Daraj is going to dive in, and Omnilus will turn around and
Omnilus has another shatter.
And he gets nanoed. Wubs goes down. The Diva Bomb comes up, but it is too late, and that is round 1, folks. Oh, Wipes with the 3K bomb after it's too late. You hate to see it. And there you go. That's the end of round number 1. As far as seeing the team, I think both teams played coordinated very well. Just a matter of the dive was not really working very well into the brawl that the Revengers were running. I think, you know, Hotel Daraj maybe wasn't getting the support that he needed, and he and Wipes weren't quite on the same page. So I like that they swapped to the Rhine Diva here. What do you think in there, stupid head?
Yeah, I think that they should be able to at least contest a bit more, if they're moving around and playing a bit more together. Because I think that they just didn't have anything they could work around with now. Not when their run goes in alone though, which worked out. But I was worried there for a second.
Yeah, it's different with Omnilus. He is very tactical feeding.
No.
And I really picked up Zoloft, who was out of position.
There was for a second, like he was in his own against a fight against 6 of them.
Well, that's just more him getting up to the point. You saw the Minoru gave him the immortality fields. He was there and was able to survive.
Yeah.
But once again, too many cooldowns used too early from the supports, and with Zoloft getting picked early in that fight, them not having the res, that first take is going to go solidly in the favor of the Revengers here. And Omnilus and company just having a field day right now. Omnilus already has Shatter. Arrow has Nano. Oh no, he gets blocked by Hotel Daraj. A little bit of mind games, but Hotel Daraj still goes down. And with the Nano, Omnilus charges in and takes out Wipes. Down goes Wubs as well. Minoru with no immortality field, and Arrow and Zoloft. Arrow's going to take out Zoloft with help from Omnilus, swinging across that forklift there. And we see Fox does almost make it to point, and down he goes. Juice
Fox was on
down in the
great escape right there. Fox has been in their backline forever. Linda's been hunting him the entire time and has farmed a dragon off the tanks in the meantime. And Fox just had to run for his life.
We see a very early window coming out from Minoru.
It almost felt like it was a nice shatter from Hotel Daraj. But it almost felt like it was a bait, like, hey, I'm gonna shatter into your shield, and then you're gonna drop it, and I'm gonna just swing at you, and my team's gonna shoot you.
It definitely worked out that way. Now we see here the window from Minoru. I didn't initially think the value was going to be there, but they forced the Revengers to back up, and that was a big thing because then they changed their positioning, and then Hotel Daraj shattered them, and that really turned the fight for them right there. We see Lindemood getting the nice little revenge pick there on Fox. So 69% in favor of the Revengers right now, and here comes the rally to start the fight. Hotel Daraj getting bullied here with stuns and cooldowns galore. He's gonna go down. Another shatter coming up from Omnilus is gonna get Wipes, who goes down. Minoru also getting picked off. Wubs is out of the fight on the Hanzo there. Once again, Zoloft getting picked off by Juice, and that is the end of that. Was a very quick retake for the Revengers.
I like the aggression that Hotel Daraj has, but I think that he's not quite in sync with his team is the issue that's happening right now.
It definitely seems like, oh, there's a big grab combined with the dragons from both sides. Whose grab dragon is going to be bigger? The answer is Wubs's, because Minoru had immortality field, but then somehow the Revengers still come out on top. I don't know how they survived that grab dragon.
It wasn't quite on, I'm pretty sure.
But there it is. The Revengers win map number 1 handily, 2-0. And let's see tonight's first Pachi, and it's going to be Linda. I was kind of expecting it to be one of Omnilus's shatters, so this will be a fun one to really... Okay, here we go. Yeah, I see what you mean. The dragons weren't quite on top. It took out Censored and Samdawam.
What's better is that there are 2 dragon kills in this, and they were not from the person who made the Pachi.
Right, but so Wubs killed 2, but Linda did 95% damage to 6.
I'm not. Yes.
Yeah, that definitely.
It's funny to look at though.
As much as that immortality field was super helpful, it just wasn't quite enough because then they were all so incredibly critical, and he simply couldn't heal them all at the same time. So here we go. Map number 2 is going to be, I forget what the map rotation is, and I literally just did this on Monday, so you think I would know by now.
Well, it cycles, and
yes, but I literally just did this on Monday.
Hybrid, I'm pretty sure.
It is 2 CP.
Oh.
Nope, nope, it is escort actually. I lied. 2 CP would be the third map. So escort next. And our options for escort are going to be Dorado, Havana, Unana, and Junkertown. And McStupidhead, if you're the backdoor sliders here, which of those three are you taking?
Probably Junkertown. That's just me.
Well, we both know you're a big fan of Junkertown.
Mm-hmm.
So we are waiting for the backdoor sliders to make their selection. Honestly, with the team that they have, I don't know that Junkertown would necessarily benefit them. And yep, there it is, Havana. That was kind of more what I was expecting. Yeah, they're going to want to run something where they have the option to use, long-range hit scans like Widow, and have a lot of divey points, which you get more of in Havana than I think you do in Junkertown. So here we go. We're going to change the old Mapperoonie. Wubbs is going to keep his team lineup the same. And we will go to Havana once the captains give us the R. We got the R from Wubbs. Waiting on Arrow, and there it is. Map number 2, activate. Now, what I would assume is going to happen here is whoever's defending first is going to do that close hold. They're going to get right up on the door and just barrel stuff whoever's attacking. And the only real question is, are we going to see a Junkrat? The answer is probably not, but I just would love it if we did. A Widow battle. See, this I like to see. The Wubbs juice Widow 1v1. And we also have matching DPS. We've got Hanzo on both sides. Only difference is that Samdwam is running the Brig. We see Minoru on the Baptiste. And we've got a double shield coming out on the defense here from Wipes and Hotel Darage. So, it looks like they're not going to opt for the close hold. They're just going to go for the straight bunker, which isn't necessarily a bad choice when you're running that comp. And they've got a decent amount of damage to pump out as well. So, I'll be excited to see how this all plays out with the Widow battle behind all the shields.
Ooh, early pick.
Ooh, and Wubbs taking out Juice. So that is assault, and then we see Fox getting the res there from Zoloft. So right now the advantage in the favor of backdoor sliders here, but with the Diva to kind of help with that DM, the cart is still going to make progress here. So at some point the Orisa is going to have to drop down. The Sigma eating those rocks, just not quite enough there. The cart has rounded his first corner. Wubbs still more or less getting free reign here. Takes out Lindemood again. Arrow hiding on the underside of that high ground here. And Omnilus just kind of swinging away. He doesn't really have much help though. And he goes down eventually just because it was really nobody looking at him. He was by himself. So solid first push here. Censored now getting ooh, a nice jump shot by Wubbs there. And Fox is going to get the pick there on Samdwam. Arrow trying to get out, just does not quite make it.
I would have been actually kind of upset if Arrow had gotten to live through that fight.
That's fair.
Because all it would have taken was Fox to not be looking down the main pathway and drop down and look at him for a second.
We see Juice opting for the McCree instead of the Widow here. So, a little more utility than the strictly dank headshots.
A hard group up on their left side as they come through this room. Ooh,
oh,
and a
Censored
good ult.
Censored trying so hard to eat that too. Arrow did get picked off by the Dragons, but the cart still does get to move. They still have the Lucio heals now from Sam2MC swapping off the Brig. But now with Censored getting demech there, they're going to have to back up. Lindemood going down again. Omnilus trying to still posture and take some space. He is up very far though, away from the supports.
There you go, you got it.
And down goes Omnilus, down goes Sam Dwam, Juice, Censored, all getting taken out. So that is going to be the end of that team fight here. Oh, and Lindemood on the Widow, now also getting taken out by Wubs. Really think I would like to see some more shield break out of the Revengers here, especially because they're running into double shield. Realistically, it'll do them the most good to just break those shields faster. Especially, you know, Sigma Barrier is only 600 health, I think. So they're going to wait out the Amp Matrix there. So no IMAX Theater for the Backdoor Sliders today. Oh, Lindemood once again losing the Widow 1v1 here. We see Hotel Daraj, the Supercharger, is going to go down very quickly. So good focus there. And here comes the Sigma ult, the Shatter coming out from Omnilus. That's going to help take out Hotel Daraj and Fox. The Widow from Wubs is still alive along with the Sigma. Down goes Juice. So despite Omnilus's best efforts here along with Censored, they're just not able to convert that into a successful take at the point. I think they just got a little bit split there. See Lindemood still sticking on the Widow here. That is going to be a tough battle to win. Just taking his sweet time here. See the rest of Revengers now opting for more of a dive comp. Omnilus going onto the Monkey here. And ooh, Sam Dwam getting picked earlier there by Wubs. That is going to hurt. You see the Dragon Strike coming out from Fox. And here comes Omnilus. He's low health, but he's on cart trying to make something happen. He's getting healed up pretty well. Hotel Daraj goes down to Lindemood. Lindemood gets taken out by Fox. The res coming out here from Zoloft. The Juice is there trying to stop the res, but not able to. Pops the High Noon. The Immortality Field comes out to counter that. And Juice goes down. Another Amplification Matrix. The Diva Bomb is up. It takes out Wipes. Censored and Omnilus getting some picks here finally. Zoloft trying to escape, but not able to. And here we go. The Widow ult now being popped. Omnilus not quite able to get any picks there on the high ground. In overtime here, the cart is still being pushed by Arrow and Samdwam, but they are alone against a Orisa from Hotel Daraj here. Censored now coming back to help. And Hotel Daraj goes down with a very well-placed purple, and in mere seconds left to go, the Revengers are able to convert and make it to objective number 1. So that, what a last fight there, McStupidhead. I mean, I did not really expect that to go that way.
Yeah, honestly, I was watching the cart there. I was like, oh, okay, supports have it. They're going to push it. And then I saw that, I was like, okay, tanks are lining up. But it was just the Orisa, so they did not much an Orisa is going to do against a good Lucio and an Ana. And a Diva coming in right behind that, too.
Speaking of good Amos, big purple coming out there from Arrow. And you see now the Nano onto Omnilus, trying to make something happen here, but he's getting pulled a little bit and bullied by the Orisa. But we see Minoru did go down there. And here comes another Dragon Strike. It's going to go past Censored, so it doesn't take him out immediately. The beat comes out from Samdwam to keep his team in the fight. And the picks are just rolling in now for the Revengers as they are hot on the trail of remaining kills. And that is a solid team fight win for Arrow and company.
Very
Omnilus
well
clearly
executed dive.
Yeah, the switch to the Monkey has done them a lot of good, because unfortunately it's just winning that Widow 1v1 against Wubs is just, it's not going to happen, or it's not going to happen consistently. I mean, like it or not, men's Grandmaster DPS for a reason. So, oh, Wubs getting picked up by Lindemood. As I say that, perhaps I spoke too soon. We see a missed rock there coming from Hotel Daraj. Ooh, Omnilus getting a little too ballsy there. Took some space for his team, but now he's still waiting for the cart to catch up. Can see the tanks of Backdoor Sliders getting themselves staged on that last turn to hold this final point here, as a second phase pretty much rolled there by the Revengers. You see Juice sticking on the McCree here. You can see he's fairly close to another High Noon, so hopefully they can keep the Sigma from causing any problems with that, or the Immortality Field. Ooh, and 3 ults now coming out on the side of Backdoor Sliders. And here's the High Noon from Juice. Oh no, and he gets killed before he can actually make anything out of it. He even got picked up in the air by Hotel Daraj. He just wasn't able to connect. I definitely think he's going to want that back. And here we go. Backdoor Sliders in solid defensive position now. Ooh, Juice getting picked early. And down goes Arrow. Guys, just sometimes you just got to stay in spawn. It's not worth the poke. And McStupidhead, what do you think the key is really going to be here if Revengers want to push to that third and final point here?
Honestly, they just need to get those, get that disruption back to what they had when they were getting the team disorganized and looking all over the place. They weren't able to actually. This is going to be the start of that.
And we see a solid nano coming in there from Arrow. Omnilus jumping in. Oteldaraj was definitely in some trouble, and he goes down. So does Wubbs, with Omnilus just sitting on his head. Now he's got the Angry Monkey out. And once again, like you said, the disruption, that was the key. And they were able to pull it off. In comes Censored, making Wipes and Minoru have a bad time here. Down goes the Immortality Field. Wipes is being pushed back into his own spawn. Minoru goes down. The cart still being pushed by the supports and Lindemood here. And mere 30 seconds left to go here. The Diva Bomb getting launched into the spawn area, but it's behind the Sigma Shield, so it doesn't get anyone. Beat coming out from Samdwam. It's huge. Oteldaraj goes down. Fox and company trying to get onto point here. He goes down. Wipes is out of the fight. Zoloft over on the side trying to res. She gets Wipes back into the fight. Down she goes, though, to Arrow with some help from the rest of his team. Wipes getting taken out, and that is the end of round 1. 6.4 seconds on the clock.
Count it. That's enough.
And
Sometimes.
that, to me, is victory from the jaws of defeat, because that first point looked pretty dire, if I'm being honest. I did not think they were going to push it.
The switch to the monkey was huge there, because especially in those last two, well, in both, so in the middle phase in the building and in this last phase too, it was off of the primal that they were able to push, really, and really get that disruption you needed to break up their comp that the other team had, that
The backdoor sliders
had. And
he
that
just
makes me sad because, I have my points on the sliders. That's neither here nor there, though.
I also put my points on the sliders, but I did it for the meme, the 69-69. And it's still, there are 2 rounds, and the backdoor sliders, they have a pretty decent win condition here. It's gonna be a long drawn out fight, but if they can cap in more time and then hold like they did on first point, they do have there is a path to victory here. It's just not an easy one by any means. And here we go. It looks like they're going to run the double shield on defense and the double shield on attack here. So both teams are going to kind of take a page out of each other's book almost. And they're going to, again, running mirrored comps. You see we've got Lindemood on the Widow and Juice on the Hanzo now. And pretty much the same DPS lineup from the Revengers. You see double shield coming out from both teams. Omnilus on the Sigma, Censored on the Orisa. Wubbs going down first, though. Lindemood getting that beautiful headshot. Wubbs will get rezzed. Lindemood goes down to Fox in the meantime, though. So overall, disadvantage here for the Revengers. They are still up on high ground, though. The Orisa shield did get put to low grounds. I think Censored may not have meant to do that. And it looks like they are going to now rotate down, with the exception of Juice, who's still hanging out there on that high ground. Oh, and Minoru's going to pick him off, and he gets that pull from Oteldaraj. So now, again, a serious numbers advantage for the backdoor sliders as Revengers are trying to stay grouped up, though. Samdwam a little on the off angles here on the Brig, thinking he may need to switch back to Lucio. I just don't think he's going to get the value trying to play Brig into double shield like that. And right now, the Widow duel is just spicy as Lindemood takes the high ground that Wubbs was previously on, but I don't think he sees Wubbs coming up from behind him. Oh, the jump shot almost hits him. And meanwhile, we've got ults coming out left and right. The Amp Matrix comes out from Arrow, but it's not quite enough as Fox pops the Dragon Strike, and that's going to be a solid first point take here for backdoor sliders. So much faster cap than what we saw from the Revengers here on point 1. Realistically, what do you think was the main difference there, McStupidhead, between the backdoor sliders first cap and the Revengers first cap?
Honestly, I'm kind of confused how they didn't actually hold us. I expected them to hold it a little bit better than they ended up doing. I don't know exactly what happened. I was trying to watch through that, and I don't know exactly what happened. As soon as something happened to him, everything happened to him.
from what I could tell, it was definitely an issue of early picks. I mean, they lost 2 early on.
Yeah.
And then they just weren't able to recover. That long walk from spawn. Oh no, and Censored going down early. That's an early pick, and Hotel Dirage is going to pop the supercharger there and try to trap Arrow. Well, luckily Arrow managing to get some cover, and Wub's taking out Lindamood here. Down goes Samdoam, swap to the Zenyatta. Again, not really the support I would pick in a double shield, but you know, here we are. It looks like point 2 is going to be pretty much a roll for the Backdoor Sliders, and they're going to have a lot of time to get through to point 3 here. See, Omnilus swapping to the Roadhog for a little extra damage, which I definitely don't hate. But you have to remember that running it against, effectively, you know, you've got a hit scan and a long-range projectile. So that's a lot of damage you can't block as Roadhog. You just kind of soak it up. So you... Oh, we see another Dragon Strike coming out from Fox. That got that very quickly. Immortality Field will come out to Arrow to keep his team alive. Wub's going to get res here by Zoloft. That's something that... Ooh, and we see 2 quick picks there coming out for Wubs and Fox. The Gravitic Flux is going to come out. Nice cancel here. The hook was huge. Now we see the Amp Matrix coming out once again from Arrow. Competing Widow ults and almost landing the hook there at Minoru. Omnilus definitely a little mad that he missed that one. You see the point, the cart now rounding the corner, and we see an Immortality Field coming up from Minoru. He's going to get picked off and murdered by Censored and Omnilus. But once again, Zoloft's going to come in with the res, and here comes the supercharger from Censored. He's going to take out Wipes with some help from Omnilus, who's now going to pop the whole hog.
Here's where the hog's going to come into a major... once you get close, the last point of any of these is where hog will just always like, okay, cool, now I can respawn if nothing else. He's always my stall pick because
he definitely does that.
Reasons.
He's got 600 health and 300 in reserve. So if nothing else, he can exist for a long period of time. And now this is definitely a third point here that is very good for Roadhog, like you said, just because he can exist for so long. Oh, and there's a big Transcendence coming out from Samdoam. You see the Dragon Strike coming out there now, along with the High Noon from Juice. Fortunately, not able to get any value with either of those ults initially, but the Dragon Strike did split up the Revengers, so now Backdoor Sliders finally able to clear that corner, and they're pushing into the final choke here with still 3 minutes on the clock. Juice is by himself in a corner, managing to get out just barely, and he gets run over by Hotel Dirage. Omnilus on the high ground as Hog trying to stall. Another Amp Matrix comes out from Arrow. Lindamood and company shooting through it, trying to make something happen. We have a competing Amp Matrix from Minoru. The Maywall comes out from Lindamood to help with the stall here. Fox goes down, Arrow goes down. So does Samdoam. So right now, see the Revengers with no supports, and another hook canceling the ult, but it's too late because Omnilus still goes down. It's just Lindamood on point, and he gets picked off. 2.5 minutes on the clock, and it does not look like Arrow will make it. He does not. So this is a very winnable second map right now for Backdoor Sliders.
That was a big wall from Linda too to try to turn off the
Amp Matrix.
Yeah, did not quite pay off for him, but it was nice. It was still cool to see it. A nice attempt at making that play.
Yeah, it was a very much a hero play, but unfortunately, it did not pan out entirely in his favor, just because the rest of his team got picked off so fast. We see here Backdoor Sliders back on the defensive here. They're going to run that double shield once more, and Omnilus opting for the ball here. I kind of would like to just see him back on the Monkey. I think that the Monkey was working very well for him. The ball definitely has a little bit more survivability just because of the adaptive shield. But at the same time, I want that Monkey, I think, just because, you know, Nano Monkey does the most damage in the game. And if you're going to have Arrow on that Ana, to me, like, you want those purples, and then you want the Mike Pence gun to just come in there and make their lives hard. But I definitely don't hate the ball pick. You know, we'll see what they have up their sleeves here. I think, you know, disturbing that high ground is going to be the key to them getting an extra long push here, because right now they just have such a powerful bunker between the Hanzo and the Widow, and the biggest thing here is just going to be to not let themselves as far as Revengers are concerned, they just can't get picked early. Oh, we see the Sombra coming out from Lindamood, but he gets decloaked, and he gets taken out, or gets sort of forced to back up early here. And right now, Arrow just in a kind of a rough spot here. He's got Censored to help him, but the cart is managing to move, and we see the Juice Genji. Omnilus will go down, but so will Minoru. So something of an even trade here as Juice trying to make something happen, but he is low health, but he manages to get the deflect, and down goes Hotel Daraj, down goes Minoru. Lindamood does eventually get picked up, but Censored is back there just bullying the Sigma from Wipes there. Oh, and down goes Fox with a slam from Omnilus. So there you have it, folks. First point looks to be all but captured in favor of the Revengers. And Zoloft trying to get in there for the res and does not quite make it and has to bail out. And we see Omnilus and Censored here are going to... Oh, there goes Omnilus. He got himself a little too deep. And now Censored's going to try and get back to his team. A nice hack there coming out of Minoru from Lindamood, stopping his team from getting the fancy Baptiste cooldowns that they so enjoy.
Here's that monkey you wanted to see on point 2.
Yeah, I think the ball was helpful, especially on the second point. There's not a lot of room for him to swing. So definitely, I'm glad to see that switch, at least on this second indoor phase. Here comes a bomb.
Ooh,
oh, and Minoru popped the immortality field, but Juice has got the blade, and he's gonna get Wubs. That may be all he gets, but it's still something. Zoloft goes down to Omnilus here. Juice is on the high ground here, harassing Fox. Wipes does take out Juice eventually though, and Omnilus is gonna go down here. Lindamood gets a nice hack off on Minoru, but not before getting shot directly in the face. And right now it's just Minoru and the Baby Diva Censored. Baby Diva Censored is gonna pop, get the nano here, and down go both to the high noon from Wubs after getting picked up off of point. So a respectable third round push here for the Revengers. So the question here will be, can Backdoor Sliders match that? And I think it's possible. So Revengers definitely have their work cut out here for them on round number 4.
I almost feel like they had a advantage, like being pushed for time. They knew they didn't have anything to mess around with, so they had to go with as aggressive as possible. That's a thing you have to think about sometimes when you're in that position. It's like, oh no, I have to get here, and I have a minute. So they played a bit more aggressively there. This team, they have a bit more time, so they're gonna play. I think that they're gonna play a bit more. Backdoor Sliders is gonna play a bit more reserved to try to get the picks they need. And
yeah,
then push from there.
And we see they're running the exact same comp. Ain't broke, don't fix it. And on the side of the Revengers, we've got a Reaper Symmetra. So Lindamood is just looking to take those shields and turn them into ammunition, and that is definitely a solid approach, especially with them opting for the close hold here on round number 4. Omnilus on the Reinhardt. We've got the Zarya coming out from Censored. The turrets are up. That first door is not going to be a viable exit point for anybody, and Wub's going down to Juice very early. Definitely love to see it. You've got the teleporter out as well from Lindamood, so that his tanks can just teleport to either side of the openings from spawn and just make it so they literally can't go anywhere. So that is a very creative use of the teleporter here. See Wubs though getting a nice pick on Juice, but honestly with these close holds, you lose 1 or 2, it doesn't really matter. You just try to stall for as much time as you possibly can. And we see Omnilus is going to do just that. He's going to teleport himself in and out of the fight. Honestly, the fact that took Backdoor Sliders until now to destroy those teleporters is pretty crucial for his team getting extra stall time here. And we see the Revengers still managing to stall. Almost a minute now off the clock that they've stalled, and the cart has not gone anywhere. So honestly, if you're the Revengers, you're pretty happy with that. You got exactly what you wanted out of that stall, because now it's 2 minutes 20 seconds. They started with 3:25. And they're only just now starting to push the cart. And realistically, you're pretty happy with that if you're Arrow and company. We see now Juice and Wubs having a McCree duel, and Juice done lost that one. So that is a big unfortunate for him.
Juice only lost that by like 10 HP. That was pretty wild.
That is a hard one to lose. And we see now support's going down early. Arrow, Samduam, and Omnilus as well. Censored getting flattened there. And just honestly right now we see that the coalescence come out from Arrow. It's unfortunate that it did not really get the value I think he was hoping for there. It's a minute and 39 seconds to go. And the Revengers gonna make one last chance to contest here. Lindemood pops the Symmetra wall. And so Omnilus and company are just going to pick a side and play on it. Samduam did get picked off, but so does Hotel Daraj. Omnilus is going to do what he can to defend that that side of the wall here. And here's a big shatter from Omnilus against 3. Wubs, Fox, and Minoru were all in that, but they weren't able to capitalize. Zoloft gets the only one who gets picked off there. So Censor just staying on point for as long as he can. And it's about a minute left to go here, as the Revengers make what will probably be their final hold, as there is not much distance left to go.
If they can make it a long fight, Grab Drag can get online. Fox is, or excuse me. No, oh my gosh, I mixed up.
Noon.
Censored has Grav, but they don't have the dragon this time around.
And they do have Beat. So Lindemood gonna try and make good use of these teleporters, and ooh, he got a little too cheeky. And here goes the High Noon. Juice is going to take out Zoloft, but down goes Juice to Fox. So I think you definitely take that trade, but not when you're still down people overall. Because right now, Omnilus and the support's just having to hide in a corner here. And they're going to have to wait as long as they possibly can. They're still waiting for both their DPS to come back from spawn. Juice now on the Genji here.
Everyone's back now.
See, everyone is back. They're rushing in. Otaldaraj is taking a very aggressive forward position here. Lindemood goes down early. Fox gets taken out, but down goes Samduam as well. Omnilus is taken out of the fight. The grab gets popped by Censored, and it's huge. It's got several in it, but there's no one to capitalize. Juice goes down, and that is a team kill. And we are not out of the woods yet here, folks. It is 1-1 with Backdoor Sliders taking map number 2.
I really, really hoped for Censored that if they had pushed the cart just a little bit further, he'd have got him off to contest. I was hoping for that for him. That'd have been a huge play.
You see Censored just mowing people down with the supercharger bonus. You love to see it. And look at that Arrow with almost 19,000 healing, and that was only 27% of the damage his team took, which is kind of insane with the amount of sheer damage being put downfield by Wubs and Fox. So here we go. It's going to be map number 3, and we're going to be looking at some 2CP action tonight, folks. So we're going to bring it back to the lobby. And you guys know the deal. The options are Hanamura, Volskaya, and what the heck's it called? Egypt.
Anubis.
Anubis, there you go.
So it's Volskaya, right?
I don't know. I don't know. We might see Hanamura.
Oh.
I mean, well, Zoloft is on Backdoor Sliders, so her vote does not actually count. It's up to Arrow.
I forgot who had pick here.
And honestly, if you're the Revengers, you probably don't want Anubis, because that first point is going to be kind of Widow Central. And yeah, they're going to go for Hanamura, which honestly, if you're them and you want the map that's going to make Wubs and Fox kind of give them the most run for their money, especially with that first initial choke, I feel like Hanamura is definitely the play. So here we go. We're going to line them up. Rack them, stack them, as they say. Any subs, just to make sure. And otherwise, we will wait for the ready signal from the captains here. Arrow, let me check my bench. That's funny. Oh, Arrow, I'm sorry. Nope, they've got the R from Arrow. You see whether or not the Backdoor Sliders are going to bring in Mr. Keegan. And everyone's just typing various text boobs in chat right now, so I kind of wish that Twitch could see this. We've seen the parentheses period y period. We've seen the parentheses period parentheses doubled up. We've seen the calculator boobies with the 8,000,008,135. You know, all the classics. Just waiting on Mr. Wubbs to tell us what it do. Because, as you know, we got to get it ready from both captains, or it's not legit. Up, and I lied. It looks like we're going to swap out Hotel Garage, and Keegan's going in. And now we've got the R. So here we go, folks. Hanamura. Wait! Stop. I did something wrong. I did something wrong. I forgot to swap the teams. I'm sorry, everyone.
Hey, that was a good catch because I wouldn't have caught it.
Yep. No. See, this is why we check our rules regularly. And I'm just glad I caught it now and not later. So, that being said, we've got an interesting set of lineups ahead of us here. Because I believe that will put the Revengers on defense first now. And I kind of expect the sim here out of Linda. And I'm wrong, he's going to play Hanzo. Looks like we're going to see some Sigma Hog out of Wipes and Keegan. So that's not your typical attack comp on this map. I'm kind of excited to see how that plays out for them. And you see, we've got kind of like a typical brawl comp on the side of Revengers. So definitely curious to see how things play out here. And here we go. See the early nade yeet coming out there from Arrow. Not sure if that got anyone. And meanwhile, we've got very interesting DPS pairings. And Omnilus just taking as much space as he can. Ooh, gets hit directly with the rock and goes down between the stun and just all that CC. But Minoru goes down as well. So Backdoor Slider's going to take a little bit of time to push in, but they are definitely still going to. Oh, down goes Lindamood. So right now, just a lot of picks coming out here on the side of Backdoor Sliders. And they are doing a great job of capitalizing on it here. Revengers trying hard just to stay on point. They have both their supports and they have censored. Omnilus is almost back, but oh no, the hook catches censored. And then Juice picking two there in the back line. He gets taken out by Wubbs, but not before Fox and Zoloft go down. And it looks like he may have been stopped may have stopped that push just in time. And down goes Wipes, down goes Wubbs. Keegan's gonna just jump off the map, and that is 0 ticks. So definitely some serious victory from the jaws of defeat action here for the Revengers. I was fully expecting that to be a cap. Ooh, Anomalous with the pin on Minoru. That you hate to see it. And Stupid, what did you think of that first fight? I mean, that was pretty scrappy, if I do say so.
Good talk, Will.
And here we go.
Muted,
yes, you have.
That thing that happens to me every time I'm in a Discord call.
Oh no. Well, meanwhile, we've got some ults coming out here. Oh, Fox getting shut down by Lindamood. What? Omnilus did go down after that shatter that he threw there. Meanwhile, Samdawam getting hooked and just kind of disrespected. And here comes the Dragons. It's going to take out two. Zoloft and Minoru going down.
Wipes
So-
was just, for some reason, in the back still, and him and Juice were having a little fun time back here.
Yeah, I love how Wipes just puts in chat, "Don't talk to me." I think Juice might have won that battle, and Wipes was not happy about it. See, once again, the tanks managing to get back here on the side of the Revengers. They are holding hard. Minute and 20 seconds to go, and they've got the deficit of ults here, but Wubbs is going to get nobody.
Excuse
with that
me?
Dragon Blade.
I was in Arrow's POV, and it literally looked like he just like waved his mouse around wildly and hit sleep somewhere in it, and it connected. That was nuts.
Yeah, even Wubbs seemed a little bit salty about that in chat there. But and then Omnilus, of course, saw his opportunity and hit him with a very well placed shift key directly to the face. Oh no! And the shield going down there with the amp matrix coming out from Zoloft. So Arrow and company are just going to kind of hide in a corner here. Lindemood goes down. Omnilus, Samdoam all getting taken out here. 30 seconds to go, and there is nobody on point as Arrow is just up on high ground by himself. He takes out Wubbs though. The very cheeky plays. Oh no, he gets killed before he can get to point. Juice manages to pick out Zoloft, but he is there by himself and he can't make it to the point before Fox finishes him off with some help from Keegan. And that is going to be point number 1. 3 minutes, 15 seconds that the Revengers must now hold on point number 2. Otherwise known as Objective B. But screw you, I prefer numbers over letters. Anyway, looking at the ults we've got is pretty even. I lied, it's not. Revengers are actually still at something of a deficit here. They've got 2 ults currently online. Censored is on his way to a grav, but you've got 4 ults on the side of Backdoor Sliders right now. So Wubbs and company are definitely going to have the ult advantage coming into this fight. Omnilus just kind of waiting for his opportunity here, trying not to take as much poke. You get a shatter coming out there, but I think that must have gotten blocked. I wasn't quite looking at it when it happened.
Yeah, that shield got up just in time.
And then Omnilus having to back up as the Dragon Strike comes in there from Wubbs.
He didn't get picked though, which was huge, because that could have easily turned into a pick. And he's
Fox
still...
now. He's still in their backline. Lindemood taking out Fox again, not able to get any value with that high noon. But it does force the remaining members of Revengers off high ground just from that push overall, especially with the Gravitic Flux that came out there from Wipes. And we see the... Oh no. Keegan tried to pop that whole hog and he was by his lonesome.
Yeah, Keegan kind of got stuck there alone, and all it took was for the other team to realize. And now they're DP... Well, yeah, it's going to be a slow crawl to death for Wubbs and Zoloft there.
Yep, and we see Wipes got picked off a little earlier in the fight, so 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. Revengers
Fox
looking like they're...
actually won.
There it goes, Juice got him. The Juice once again asleep though. We're gonna just get a little zoom in on that. And we see here 1 minute 15 now. And the ult advantage now clearly in the favor of the Revengers. They've got almost 6 ults online here. So literally they can press 3 Qs, win a fight, and then still have 3 more for the next. So honestly, Grav Dragon should win this first fight for them if they're able to pull it off. Oh no, Juice. And there's the grab. It's only got 2, but it's something. And Lindemood, what? Oh no, buddy. That is unfortunate, but Wipes is just going to get taken off the map by Omnilus. And down goes Zoloft and Wipes. Arrow gets a pick there on Zoloft. Samdoam is getting taken out by Fox M. Censored is on point purple and pretty much alone here. He's got Juice kind of in the back trying to help him out, but he gets pushed off of point by Keegan, who's now on the ball here. Juice going to get picked off by Wubbs. Censored is off, getting taken out by Keegan. Wubbs is there on the edge of point. Omnilus is going to smack him with the hammer and take him out of the fight. The rally getting popped by Samdoam here. The shatter comes out, and it's solo shattering Keegan, and he's out of the fight. Wipes is there by himself trying to survive. Omnilus gets slipped by Minoru, who's going to get taken out by Lindemood and company. And that is going to be it. 10 seconds to go. There is too much stagger. Zoloft goes down to Juice, who is way up front here. And Omnilus is going to make sure no one even so much as touches. And that is it. Round 1 is over. 0% capture progress on Objective B for the Backdoor Sliders. a very winnable third map coming up here for the Revengers. So I gotta say, McStupidhead, what do you think kind of fell apart there for the backdoor sliders on that second point? Because it looked like they really had it all going for them in a bunch of those fights, and then they just didn't seem to convert.
Well, it did not feel like they ever had anything on point B. Like they were a different team on point B than they were on point A. It seemed like they did not seem very organized. It seemed like they were trickling a good bit, and then as soon as once they lost somebody, that was kind of it just snowballed almost every single time. It did not feel like they were playing very well together on the second point there.
And I just want to say, I'm happy. We've got some Junkrat
Or
tonight.
potentially that the other team was just playing much better together. More than likely was happening, because they were organized. I won't say they weren't, but the other team was able to take advantage of that from them.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like, as much as, sometimes they would have ult advantages, they just weren't able to capitalize on them the way that they needed to. And we've got a Junkrat coming out here from Wubs. So I'm excited. I want to see some fat tires. We see Fox on the Mei. So they have just decided that they are going to be the most cancerous thing that can possibly be. And I am living for it right now. And they're just going to try and bait Omnilus in, see if they can catch him unawares, get him separated from his team. We got the trap sitting right there. Omnilus able to destroy it, though. The wall comes out. It's a little off to the side. And Omnilus does take out Fox. He takes out Wubs. Sensor takes out Zoloft. Wipes is there, but he's off away from his team. And down he goes to Censored. See, Keegan did manage to take out Juice, but he goes off the map, I think. Or maybe he killed himself with the Zarya right click. I'm not quite sure what happened there. But Minoru is going to be the last one alive, and he's not going to live long, as point A is going to be captured soundly by the Revengers. Here we go. It's objective B. Wubs and Fox here once again. Still, Wubs has Tire already, so that will at least win them a fight right there. And that's pretty much the only ult they have online. Omnilus is coming up on a Shatter here. We see Arrow almost has his Amp Matrix, so I expect that they're going to get both of those ults pretty early in this fight here. We see the Maywall comes out, Juice gets picked off, the Tire comes out, the Immortality Field is down, and the Tire gets destroyed by Censored. No dice for you, Wubs. And down he goes, and he's going to take out two, though. He takes a Lindemood and Sam to Wham. Wipes is on point, swinging away, and unfortunately that is going to be a dry push for the Revengers. Now, notice they did not use any ults there, whereas we had the Tire coming out there from Wubs. So realistically, if you're the Revengers, I feel like you're okay with that. And I think, getting rid of Tire, I mean, I don't know about you, McStupidhead, but I feel like that's okay, especially when you have 5 minutes to push with.
Oh yeah.
We see now Juice on the McCree here, Lindemood on the Hanzo. We see Wubs getting healed, but then even after getting stunned there, and Omnilus getting separated from his team. There's a big shatter coming out from Wipes.
Not able to get out of that.
And Omnilus, unfortunately, losing the fight there in the enemy's backline, but on point, it's Juice. He was by himself, and everybody forgot about him. He almost backcapped it fully, but he's not quite able to do it. So that is going to be a bit of a stagger there for the backdoor sliders are able to get. We see Lindemood and Censored still on the high ground there, but they're going to have to go ahead and just bail out while they wait for the rest of their team to regroup.
I love to see that attempt to back cap, but I hope to not see it again, because that instantly ended their push there. Well, they also had lost on the list, so it wasn't going to be that big of a deal, but it will instantly end a push if they do lose a person like that. I don't think they will do it again.
You see the Maywall getting baited out early. Omnilus with a big shatter. It's going to get 3. The Immortality Field is out. Lindemood gets 2 with the Dragon Strike. Censored's going to get a 3rd there on Wipes. Juice gets 2 with the High Noon on point. Once again, he was left all alone. And Revengers are going to win map number 2.
As I finished the sentence, I saw his opportunity. I was like, oh wait, never mind. He's going to do it again.
And look at this Zoloft getting tonight's 3rd pot, G. Look at that Amp Matrix just laying so much damage downrange there. Down goes the nanoed Reinhardt. Just a solid job there. Look at that. Wub's getting the damage. Carbs, he censored 56% average energy. Arrow with a solid almost 10,000 healing there. Just well played game all around, and that makes it a 2-1 game in favor of the Revengers. So now we are on to map number 4, which will be hybrid. And it looks like we're going to have Hotel Daraj coming back off the bench here. Keegan going to go back onto the bench. And we're going to wait to see what map gets selected by the Backdoor Sliders. And looking at the hybrid rotation, just see what we have. Oh, I thought that was pinned in caster resources. It is, I just couldn't find it. So hybrid, it's going to be Blizzard World, Hollywood, and Eichenwald. And Wubs tries to pick Numbani, which is not an option.
Wait, are you sure?
The hybrid maps available this week are Blizzard World, Eichenwald, and Hollywood.
I swear King's Row got played. Am I crazy?
Yeah, but it shouldn't have, because that's not on the week 1 maps.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it. It says Blizzard World, Eichenwald, Hollywood. Because I'm looking at the maps week 1, and those are the options we get: Blizzard World, Hollywood, Eichenwald.
Yee, I'm with.
And it's Eichenwald, which I'm not really surprised by. I feel like out of those 3, most people prefer that map above the other 2.
This is.
Oh, he
one of
wants
those
Halloween Eichenwald. I'm gonna make sure Arrow's okay with it, because the themed maps can be a little distracting. And
Wait,
yeah, we're just gonna
Fox
go
is
with
on Wubs' team. So
yeah, we're just gonna go with normal. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
not gonna drag this out. Arrow doesn't care. I already went with normal. It's normal. And we've got. Oh wait, I have to make him spectate blue. And Omnilus does have a point. It is spooky season, but too late. I already started the game.
Traveling to Eichenwald. Initiating match.
It's summer for 8 more days. That is rude, and I don't like it.
look, tell the weather that.
I mean, fair. And Linda's got a point. Listen, I mean, if they can start advertising for Christmas stuff in freaking October, Halloween can start in September. Like, we may as well just do it.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
And personally, I agree with Omnilus that it is spooky season. And I see that Brittany agrees with me, and she's here in chat.
Five, four, three, two, one.
All right, here we go. We see Backdoor Sliders once again on the defensive to start things off. Juice going to run the Genji here. Wubs on the McCree, and Fox back on his trusty Hanzo. We see Sensor Anomalous going to run that standard brawl here once again. Oh, Juice gets the stun above the head. and Wubs is going to get 2 quick picks there. So that is going to shut down that push very quickly here for the Revengers. Was Omnilus also getting taken out of the fight there. And Hotel Dirage is going to go almost all the way up to their spawn. So a solid first fight there for Backdoor Sliders. And Shushifoof in here in chat asking if his team is winning. Yes, Hunter, your team is winning 2-1. You're welcome. And you're asking why is Juice and Genji? I don't know. Ask him. Ooh, a big shatter there from Hotel Dirage. That is going to get several. And once again, a fruitless push. Oh, for a second there, I thought Lindenwood got charge killed, but no, Wubs killed him first. But yeah, that is just a team kill. A solid fight here coming out from Backdoor Sliders. And that is going to be, you see, if we're going to get any kind of a change in team comp here, we see Sensor's going to go for the D.Va now, which is definitely helpful when you have that McCree Hanzo to deal with. So you've got Sam Duam on the Lucio, going to help his team kind of speed in here. And Lindenwood just waiting to give that Dragon a nice little pull there. So he's the only one with an ult online.
Juice was just
there.
sitting there. Oh, dueling dragons come back and forth.
Yeah, and Lindenwood's going to get the value there with 3 picks and a follow-up there on Wubs. And his team's going to charge right in. And down goes Hotel Dirage. Wipes is out of mecha, not long for this world. And a solid play there with just 1 ult used. And there you go. It looks like the Revengers are back at it again. They surprise me at every turn, and I am here for it. And they've got 4:20 to go. And now it's time for point number 2. We see the Monkey now coming out here from Hotel Dirage. There's Fox going to get taken out there by Juice, who's up on the high ground, just harassing everybody and their family. And now, once again, Omnilus and Sensor here taking some pretty... Oh no, Juice getting stunned out of his ult and getting sat on by Hotel Dirage. That was a ballsy play and it did not pan out in his favor at all. Oh, Sam Duam getting picked off in the back line here. We see Fox now back on his trusty Tracer. We haven't seen that since map number 1. And a shatter coming out from Omnilus. He does not even manage to take out Zoloft with that, just because of the amount of healing she had popped beforehand. Juice does get a couple good picks in the back line though. So if anything, it was a distraction shatter, as Zoloft does eventually get taken out, but Juice goes down. He did get 3 nice picks there. And we see it looks like we're going to have a competing dive from Omnilus and company here as he jumps on the Monkey and starts going after Hotel Dirage up on the high ground. And who goes down to Fox. That purple was crucial.
They're getting some progress here, but like at a certain point, they're going to need to regroup.
Oh, and the bomb from Wipes takes out 2. Lindenwood and Arrow getting taken out of the fight as they were not able to find cover with no Monkey Bubble. They just did not have anything to shield them except for hard cover, and they couldn't quite get there. See, right now, the ult economy is about even. We've got 3 ults on the side of both teams. Omnilus still pretty far away from his Angry Monkey, but Hotel Dirage has basically got his. Fox has Pulse Bomb coming up pretty soon here, and we have 3 ults in the bank on the side of the Revengers. Omnilus, and we see Arrow now on the Mercy here. Just a little extra pocket action, and we see the high noon coming out from Wubs gets no one. I think he just dropped down. I don't know quite what that was, but they bullied the heck out of Lindenwood, but it kind of almost doesn't matter because the rest of the Revengers are on the cart. Obviously, Wubs did get eventually taken out there by Juice. Down goes Minoru. The bomb coming out from Sensor. It takes out no one, though, as the bubble comes out from Hotel Dirage here and was able to help his team survive. The Angry Monkey now pushing people off cart here. Sam Duam just skating around there as Lucio, getting some more card progress while being harassed there by Zoloft's Baptiste. And he's going to be there by himself, though, so he probably will not survive long, and down he goes. They did manage to get the cart around that next corner, though, so that is definitely going to, in the long run, help them out somewhat. You see here now, Hotel Dirage just harassing Arrow, who's trying to help Omnilus there, but another big purple coming out here from Minoru. Lindenwood's going to go down. Omnilus does take out Hotel Dirage. He pops the Angry Monkey. Zoloft almost gets knocked into the pit, but just barely makes it back onto point. Once again, just jumping around into Omnilus. Oh, that is unfortunate, buddy. That is, you hate to see it. just made one slight miscalculation there with his jump, and he just went straight off the side. And you get Fs in chat all around. I think we need some Fs in Twitch chat too for Omnilus. He tried so hard. As he once again, he's going to dive right onto that high ground. He pops the bubble. It doesn't quite make it on there with him as his team jumps back down off the high ground. We see Lindemood now on the Sombra here. We see Wub's going to win that McCree duel against Juice. And Wipes once again throwing in the bomb, and it takes out Arrow. So that is a big pick coming in from the side of Backdoor Sliders here as they hold this second point. Arrow not really sure how he died to that, and Lindemood going to get finished off. Wub's also going to get a pick there, taking out Omnilus. And that is going to be another fight win. Only 30 seconds to go here. And really only one ult that's actually online right now for Juice here. He's got the High Noon, whereas Backdoor Sliders have almost five ults to work with here. So the Revengers are going to have to build some progress and build it quick on some of these ults, or they are going to lose fight just because of the fact that the Backdoor Sliders can press more Qs. And here we go. We see Omnilus getting close to his Angry Monkey. Minoru goes down. He did manage to get the nano off, though. And we see Oteldaraj gets slept on the cart. Wubs goes down. The High Noon comes out from Juice. It's going to take out two. Wipes and Fox go down. Oteldaraj is the only one left on point. He gets hacked, and he is out, but he is not living for long. Juice is going to take him out. It's into overtime. There are 4 on cart, and that's Lindemood getting himself a nice little translocator point just away from cart here. You're going to see Zoloft getting picked up by Juice, who is up way forward, trying to make sure that his team is still able to capture that second point. Fox does make it in there, so does Wipes. Fox has to recall, though, and it's Wipes just there on the cart by himself. Censor's going to pop the Diva Bomb, and it gets no one initially, but it does zone everyone out, and Omnilus with the Angry Monkey takes out Minoru, and point 2 is captured. Solid, but very scrappy second team fight there. Oteldaraj getting a nice little pick there on Juice right at the end, or I guess into the next fight here almost. And we see Lindemood in a corner by himself facing down a monkey, and he is not able to escape. So that is a pick that they're going to want back, but unfortunately that distraction from the Sombra also allowed his team to push the cart substantially far forward on the third point here. A big anti-nade coming out from Arrow. Here comes the Amp Matrix. And here comes the beat. Now we've got support ults left and right here. Another High Noon coming out from Juice. He gets no one as it gets eaten by Wipes. We see Wipes getting hacked there, though. And here comes the EMP. It's going to get 4. Down goes Zoloft. Down goes Oteldaraj. Wipes is trying to survive. The Diva Bomb comes out. Arrow's trying to hide behind the cart, and he does manage to live. And the cart's still pushing forward because Wipes is too far away. He does manage to get back, but he is by himself on cart. He's trying desperately to survive here. Oh, we see Zoloft is there now. Oteldaraj is back. And right now just waiting for Omnilus to come back into the fight here. Arrow goes down, but Wub's getting taken out by Juice. Censored and company are making a great last stand here. The Reinhardt charges in. Omnilus swinging his hammer with everything he's got. The Shatter comes out. Doesn't actually get anyone. But the other folks from Backdoor Sliders did have to step off of point. It's just Wipes and Zoloft here trying to survive. Zoloft without a fade. Another High Noon comes out from Wubs. It's going to get censored. The Dragons come. Wubs gets 2 more picks off of the excessive damage from that. Wubs gets a 4th, and that is going to be overtime and the end of round number 1. Look at that. Juice with basically, see, not Juice, but rather Wubs with basically a 6-man there at the end between the ult and just all the follow-up kills afterwards. So a solid final hold for Backdoor Sliders, but honestly, if you're the Revengers, you're perfectly happy with that. That's a solid win condition that you have, because all they have to do is just not fully capture third point. So McStupidhead, what are you thinking we're going to be seeing here out of Backdoor Sliders now that they're on the attack?
So based on what we've been seeing from them, I'm kind of expecting Oteldaraj still on the Reinhardt, being very aggressive. Oh yeah, and there we go. So yeah, I was kind of expecting that brawly, and Wubs was the only thing I wasn't quite sure on what he was going to do, but it makes sense that he's sticking with the McCree at this point. And Fox is doing what he does. And I think that we're going to see them just trying to push it in their face, and really be aggressive on this team.
And we see Minoru going Lucio now, so I definitely agree with you on that. The aggression is going to have to be there. Lindenboot sticking with the Sombra here, which I think is a solid choice, especially when it means taking a Lucio or a Baptiste out of the fight and not letting them have their cooldowns to use. So here we go. Objective A, the yeeted nade from Arrow does not get anyone initially. Ooh, Lindenboot gets picked off early there by Wubs. I think he must have been in a place he wasn't supposed to be and got decloaked. So right now, Backdoor Sliders having full range here, and Juice is out of position, and he's going to go down. Omnilus charged in, tried to save him, but wasn't able to do enough. And now he is up on high ground there, kind of by himself here. And we see Censored also trying to make something happen here, as Omnilus is now way in the back line of the Backdoor Sliders, but Wubs getting taken out by Lindenboot, who finally manages to get back. Arrow goes down, though, as Hotel Daraj is on point there, and he's going to get taken out with some help from Lindenboot there, as Censored kind of had to get down Mr. President, that pin. Well, down goes Minoru. Juice getting a nice little headshot there. And we see Fox up here by himself. He is going to get murdered rather quickly, and that's going to be a solid team fight win here for the Revengers. It looked a bit questionable at first, but they pulled it out. Here we go, Samdoam on that break once again. We see Elteldaraj just diving right back in. Lindenmood once again going down early. We see the Electric Cowboy coming out from Juice and Arrow. So that is going to cause Backdoor Sliders to take a little bit of pause here as Omnilus takes out Zolof's Immortality Field with the Fire Strike. Oh no!
Get his ult first.
And we see a big shatter coming out there. Samdoam did try to do something. Elteldaraj also, getting taken out there. So even though he did shatter, we see a lot of competing picks. Samdoam going to try and keep his team in the fight. They've got the rally. Juice gets one with the high noon. Didn't really think they were going to really see any value out of that, since everybody else from Backdoor Sliders had kind of went back around the clock tower there. But Juice does eventually go down to Wubs, so a decent trade. We see we've got ults on the side of the Revengers here. They've got 3 basically online. Omnilus is going to pop the shatter and get 2 in it. Then there comes the EMP. It's going to hack 3, and that's going to force...
Gets the quick kill on Arrow there too.
Oh, and then the Immortality Field is going to save the Backdoor Sliders from getting taken out by the Diva Bomb. But right now, Juice is kind of popping off here as we see Elteldaraj on the hamster here. Juice goes down, but we saw he got a pick before he did. But now it looks like Censored is going to be the only one left on point, and he's not going to be able to do much. We see Lindenmood tried to get to point, but he's going to get stopped by the stun from McCree. And here comes the hamster popping the ult, but it was not really in a convenient location, and the Revengers were able to get back to cart here. And it's just Minoru there by himself right now. His team is trying to come back and help support him here. We see a big grab coming out from Wipes. It's going to get 3. Fox is going to get the Dragon Strike in there with 60 seconds to go. It's just Lindenmood on point trying to survive and stall for time. And that is going to be the end of point number 1. 3 minutes, 20 seconds.
That was a solid stall, honestly. And there was a point in there that Linda got on just for a second. And then died immediately. But it was enough that it got the rest of his team to be able to contest for, and held on for 45 seconds at least. So that was huge there for time. Oh, and
Wubs getting very aggressive in the back line there. And yeah, like you said, the fact that they stalled for those extra few seconds on Lindenmood doing that there allowed his team to take, almost like you said, an extra minute off. So you're definitely happy with that. It's a solid win condition. They've got a little under 3 minutes now to push the cart to second point. We see right now the Revengers just trying to control that high ground. Down goes Fox, who swaps to the Tracer here.
Samdoam doing actually a surprising amount of the work, keep people off. He knocked the Winston off early on. He went to jump up and dive them, but I just saw the whip shot push him off.
Ooh, and then Juice getting a nice backline high noon, takes out both supports for the Backdoor Sliders here. Elteldaraj going down to Lindenmood, and Omnilus also getting the shatter in there. That was a solid fight win for the Revengers. And unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough, as Backdoor Sliders are still pushing that cart a little bit, but it's only Diva and Tracer on cart, so they aren't going to be able to do much, as Omnilus and Censored are still taking space there. We see Samdoam just looking around for his opportunities to smack people with his Thought Wrangler, and oh, Juice once again getting picked off in the high ground here, and Arrow just trying to make something happen there against Fox, who's getting looks like the winning end of that duel, and that is going to be a fight win now for the Backdoor Sliders, as Revengers were just a little bit too split up for their own good there. See, they got a minute and 30 seconds to go here. The cart is trundling its way very close to that second point, and they know that Backdoor Sliders are just out there waiting for it, so Revengers have got to get a move on here soon. Lindemood gets decloaked there. Fox is going to get the stick on Arrow, and down he goes to the Pulse Bomb. Omnilus is purpled and hacked. The Diva Bomb comes out. It's not going to get anyone, as everyone was able to get into hard cover. That is unfortunate. Fox does get taken out. Sam Dwam is there on point. He's swinging away. He manages to take out Wubbs. He's there stalling for his best. He popped the rally to try and make something happen. Or no, that wasn't the rally. It was just his Inspire, but still.
Watching Zoloft avoid that bomb was awful. Because
I don't understand how she didn't get hit by it. The bomb was right on top of cart.
but she was just crouched down behind it.
Just out of sight lines. Man,
Yep.
you hate to see it.
Definitely,
And-
that's definitely one of those mechanics thing, like knowing the game and how, and one of the ways that I don't like the carts, because every other ult, the cart doesn't do anything with it.
And there you go. You see that allowed them to get that third point. Oh no, and the Shatter, Omnilus tried to cancel the high noon, but it got blocked by Hotel Darage's shield. Omnilus not able to flash his. Here comes the EMP, but it's already after the bomb. Juice is gonna get the high noon off with the nano, and it's gonna get two, but he still gets taken out as a result. Hotel Darage going down to the thought wrangling of Sam Dwam. About a minute and 20 seconds left here, and Backdoor Sliders are still pushing the cart. It's only the supports that are really right up there. Omnilus charges in. He's going to take out the Baby Diva of Wipes here. Zoloft is going to get nicely staggered there. And there we go. A minute and 10 to go. We see an Ash now coming out from Lindemood here. And that Tracer. Ooh, Sam Dwam's going to say, no, sir.
Dude,
No
there
more.
There were 3 people just constantly looking at Fox there as he tried to get away.
And Sam Dwam ended it with a nice little thwack of the Thought Wrangler. Here we go. Once again, the ults going to be coming out here soon. We see Sam Dwam's got Rally. That's all he really has to work with here. The Backdoor Sliders have 2 ults, and Wubbs will probably have his high noon before you know it here. And here it is. The Rally's going to come in during the fight. Backdoor Sliders going to back off. And it looks like they're going to kind of wait that out before they push in. But Wubbs goes down. Censored is going to eat Fox's Pulse Bomb, so that is an ult gone and unable to be used. We saw the sleep come out there from Arrow as well. Hit Hotel Darage for a hot second there. The Amp Matrix and Immortality Field both out here from Zoloft, so that is another ult used. And now the ult advantage is in favor of the Revengers here. Hotel Darage though with a massive shatter. The nade comes out there from Arrow, and Omnilus is going to get a shatter of his own. The Diva Bomb comes out. Juice is going to get the high noon pick on Minoru. Juice takes out a second with Fox M there. Wubbs trying to get something done here with his high noon, but he's not able to. He holds it forever and gets no picks there. Hotel Darage goes down after getting stunned by Juice. The Diva Bomb comes out here. Juice is going to try and hide from it. He does manage, but Lindemood and Sam Dwam do not. And we see right now it's just Zoloft on point there, trying to survive. Wubbs gets stunned and then slept out of his life, but he's still alive amazingly. I thought he was going to get killed there. He does eventually, though, with Censored and Omnilus jumping on him here. Minoru is there trying to stall on the Frog. It's down to overtime. It's just a matter of getting the picks that they need. Omnilus goes down. Fox getting taken out as well. We see the ball coming in now from Wipes as the rally once again getting popped by Sam Dwam. Hotel Darage just swinging away. We see the nice dynamite coming in there from Lindemood. He's just shooting Hotel Darage in the back, and he goes down. The bomb comes in. We see a Juice Bastion, and between that and Bob, that's all the kills we need, folks. The Revengers are going to take this W tonight, 3-1. And tonight's final play of the game, it's going to be Wubbs with some solid McCree plays tonight. So let's see it here. All right, yeah, this looks like it was point. This is round 1 here with the triple and the Moira and the quad. And that doesn't show the other 2 kills that he got besides. But hey, look at that. There you have it, folks. A 3-1 victory for the Revengers, winning game 1. in week 1. And that is all for tonight. Stay tuned. Same bat channel Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Central Time for our final Red Division game of the week, where my crew, the Magic Bang Bus 4, What Are You Doing Step Bus, will be facing down Bye Week, featuring a new captain this season. Sorry, why can't I think of his name? Who's the captain of Bye Week? Somebody help me.
Spartacus?
Stalling. What?
It's Spartacus.
Spartacus, that's right. Spartacus, new captain this
Oh.
season, and
Shoo!
he's
I
got
was
some
trying
new league members on his team too. So, looking forward to seeing that contest. It's gonna be very exciting. Tune in for the cast. And you know what, Brittany, I don't need to hear it from you. Okay, just leave me alone. It's been a long week. I'm trying my best. This is my second cast in 3 days. Anyway, with that being said, congratulations to the Revengers on their exciting win tonight. This has been Bang on My Drums, saying we will catch you on the flip side.